Tucker Carlson just interviewed Vladimir Putin. This has made waves for a number of reasons, with one of them being in Tucker's announcement video. He said he's doing this because no Western journalist has bothered to interview Putin or report on the Russian side of the war. And that is just absolutely false and an intentional and outright lie. You don't have to take my word for it or any number of international journalists' word for it. The literal Kremlin called bullshit on Tucker, saying they've actually received lots of requests for interviews with Putin from Western outlets, but that they have no desire to communicate with that kind of media. Tucker also conveniently ignores in this announcement that two American reporters, Evan and Alsa, have been imprisoned in Russia for reporting for nearly a year now, and they've been denied a trial. Also, just a fun little trivia fact for you, 12 of the 17 foreign journalists jailed in foreign countries worldwide are in Russia, where they also have a total of 22 journalists sitting in detention. And this as Russia continues to issue arrest warrants for Russian journalists in other countries. Accurately reporting on Putin and his war is treated as a crime in Russia. Tucker also said that the media is refusing to tell the American people why he's waging this war, which again, it's so weird. It's like there's a trend here. Also not true. American media not only aired Putin's speech on the night that he invaded Ukraine, it was covered endlessly. Pretty much whenever Putin speaks on the war, it's on the front page of every real news site in America. He also said that Americans have no idea what's actually going on in Russia or Ukraine. But any American who doesn't know must just not care because it's not being withheld from them. Understand that Tucker is not getting this chance because he's the first one to ask, which again, false or outright lie. He's getting this chance because the Kremlin sees him as posing no threat to Putin or his regime. That with what Putin says, he'll either reaffirm it or only slightly push back. Because after all, this is the same guy who said he's rooting for Russia.
And why shouldn't I root for Russia? Which I am.
Also, with this, we've seen some European officials floating sanctions or even a travel ban for Carlson, but I would say don't do that. Because while Carlson can understandably be criticized for the misinformation that he's peddling of like, oh, I'm the only Western journalist that's trying to talk to Putin. Or also, depending on the quality and the content of the video itself, possibly doing a horrible job and just baby bird feeding Russian propaganda. Everyone, though not in Russia, has the fundamental right to free speech and individual liberty. And that also includes allowing a dictator to stick his hand up your ass and use you like a puppet. But hey, all this is still developing, so follow to stay in the loop.